we'll get started. Don't want to take up too much of your day. You can see on the main slide there that portions of west central and northwest Minnesota are going to be upgraded to a winter storm warning. Potential for mixed precipitation, freezing rain, sleet, changing over to heavy snow with, and we'll get into that in a second. So the key messages right now: freezing rain, sleet, heavy snow are going to impact a portion of the region, especially east of the valley. There's going to be another area of light snow that does move across, along with increasing winds that will lead to areas of blowing snow and leading to some sort of blowing snow impacts. There is still some uncertainty that exists with the area where there will be winter storm warning impacts and just how impactful that blowing snow that comes across the region tonight will exactly be. Leading up to this event, there's been a lot of uncertainty as to exactly where that system to the south that's causing all the strong winds and severe weather this afternoon, where exactly that's going to track, if it would track into the Great Lakes or if it would track into northern Minnesota. Probabilities are increasing enough for us to gain confidence that that track is going to be a little bit further west and north, which brings that heavier precipitation to portions of west central and northwest Minnesota. That track is still not completely nailed down. There's still a chance that it could track even a little bit further west, and with that, there is the potential that that winter storm warning that you see on the screen would expand slightly westward as well. So moving on, we're just going to kind of step through and give you some idea about the timing and the potential impacts this evening and into tomorrow morning. So starting this evening, 6 p.m., it's probably going to be dry, but by 9 p.m., we should see precipitation moving into portions of the region. You can see down in west central Minnesota, that's where the heavy precipitation should be moving into. Should start out as rain, transition to freezing rain, sleet, and then transitioning to heavy snow. And that really is what's going to lead to the winter warning impacts. We are expecting, we're pretty uncertain as to exactly how much freezing rain or how much snow is going to fall, but the combination and the rates that they're going to fall at should be enough to at least say warning type impact. So travel should quickly become hazardous in that area. Once it does transition to snow, we are expecting snowfall rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour. And obviously the duration of those heavy snowfall rates will answer that question about exactly how much snow will fall. There is also the potential for increasing winds. We're just not quite sure how strong those winds are going to be in combination with the falling snow, but especially you get heavy snow, 1 to 2 inch per hour rates, that's already reduced visibilities down to half quarter mile, throw wind on top of it, and you could be talking about at least near blizzard or even potentially blizzard conditions. And that's something to be on the lookout for tonight as well, kind of in that Southern Valley, west central, northwest Minnesota area if those conditions do develop. And then we do have that area of light snow moving into the Devil's Lake basin as well, along with increasing winds that would lead to potentially near blizzard conditions at times, especially in open country. As we move on to midnight, so sometime between 9 p.m. and midnight, that kind of band of heavier precipitation on the southern valley into west central and northwest Minnesota should transition to all snow, continuing with those heavy snowfall rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour. And then with that light snow and in combination with the strong winds, those blowing snow impacts, transitioning to the east, approaching the Red River Valley. And then as we move through the night, 3 a.m., this is kind of a general depiction what could be happening at 3 a.m. Those heavier snowfall rates will be diminishing, and that area of light snow combined with the strong winds will continue to move across the region into the Red River Valley, and then eventually by 6 a.m. and then into the daylight hours, likely exiting the region by sometime around noon tomorrow. Thursday morning commute likely will be impacted in some way. Right now, we are expecting near blizzard conditions at times in open country, associated with this light falling snow and the strong winds. The snow right now is crusted over right? So the snow right now is crusted over. So it's really hard to tell exactly how impactful those blowing snow impacts will be, just because we don't have a lot of blowing snow on the ground right now, and it would take to get consistent, sustained blizzard type conditions, likely would take 2 or more inches of snow, which the likelihood of that seems pretty low at this time. So what are we talking about for expected snow and wind gusts? This is kind of, like I said, there is some uncertainty. So any area could receive, a couple inches kind of in west central, Southern Valley, west central, northwest Minnesota. But there could be some areas, depending on where those heavier bands set up, that could receive more than 6 inches of snow. And then to the west of that, where that other general area of light snow is moving through, generally expecting, say, 1 to 3, 1 to 4 inches or so. Wind gusts, this is just kind of a depiction of what maximum wind gusts could be. I would say maximum wind gusts anywhere within our forecast area, let's say up to 50, maybe even 55 miles per hour at times.